Hello everyone, this is Leslie. Welcome back to my channel. My frugal thought for you today, and my frugal idea is that I encourage you to look for ways to attend community and large events in your area by volunteering to at the event so that you can go to the event. There's both, it works in several different ways, and I will show you. There's a large, it's called the June Fed Fair, and every year my community has, we have it nearby, and they were looking for lots of volunteers, and one year someone asked me if I would volunteer, and I did, and I worked, I think, a 2-hour shift, 3-hour shift, and at the end of it they said, oh, Leslie, here is your 2 free tickets, which I did not know I was going to get 2 free tickets. So it was great because my husband was meeting me after my shift and with some of my kids, and they got in for free, and I think the tickets were $6 or $7, but it was something, and I was like, wow, that was great. Then I went, you should perform community service because you just want to perform community service, but that was a nice little benefit to it. I also, there was a big event in 2015 called the World Meeting of Families. I think they do it every 5 years. I guess they didn't do it last year because of the pandemic, but and the Pope was going to come, and it was in Philadelphia. I volunteered my services as an attorney, because that's what I do. I'm an attorney. I volunteer my services as an attorney at the World Meeting of Families. The World Meeting of Families itself was a Monday through Friday event at the convention center that was several $100s, and people flew in from all over the country to attend it. The big finale was going to be that Sunday. The Pope was going to be on the Parkway in Philadelphia. It was, millions of people were attending. If you volunteered at the World Meeting of Families event throughout the week, you were going to get, one of your assignments was going to be on the Parkway to be able to, and you would get to see the Pope. Which was phenomenal. People really were, I had friends of mine were riding bikes down there because public transportation was shut down. There was all kinds of, security issues and things like that, but I was going to get on to be on the Parkway to be able to see the Pope. Ironically, as it turned out, I did not do that because that was the same weekend Notre Dame had their sophomore parents weekend, and my son was a sophomore. So we went out to Notre Dame at the end of that Friday shift and spent the weekend out at Notre Dame, which I think that the Pope would have approved that I was with my family during the World Meeting of Families. But anyway, that would have been a phenomenal benefit that I got from that. Frankly, just attending the meeting, which other people had paid hundreds of dollars to attend after my 2-hour shift every day, which we were in this control room making sure that there were no legal issues that popped up, and that's another story. But anyway, it really worked out great, and it was phenomenal, and it was really wonderful, and I just had to volunteer 2 or 3 hours of my time. I've also done this for the Broad Street Run, as they just need people, human bodies to help with the runners and things like that. I've always wanted to do the Broad Street Run, but I can't really run that well for a variety of reasons. But I always wanted to attend the event, so I thought, oh, you know what, a great way to attend it would be to volunteer. So that's another benefit. You actually get to go to the event. You get to be part of the day. You get to show up. You get to be part of the community. It was just a great experience. I just think it's also a great way for your family to, if you volunteer at some of these events, it's a great way for your children to learn how to do community service, which is another benefit to it. I have done this also. I volunteer, and this was a great opportunity. If you're a big golf fan, I volunteer every year not every year, but I volunteer as often as I can at the U.S. Golf Open, which is typically the third weekend in June. In June, and because of the pandemic, it's going to be different this year, obviously. But I had, you have to pay $175 for your uniform, and then you are assigned 3, 4, 5 shifts over the course of the week, depending on that week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then you get to go the rest of the time. When you're not working on the shift, you have access to the golfing, and that was pretty amazing because when I've done that, one time I worked as a cashier in the concession stand, and that's where I was assigned. But you just don't know where you're going to be assigned. Some people worked in the food trucks. One gentleman I was talking to, he was jumping up and down. It was insane. And I said, what's going on? What's going on? He just found out that he had been assigned to be, I guess it's called the sign man. I don't know what it had a more official name, but he was the guy who was going to hold the stick that said Woods, Tiger Woods was in it that year. So anyway, it's kind of exciting. And if you're a golf fan, which I am, not a huge golf fan, but I certainly was enough that thought it would be really a great way to attend, and not have to pay the price to go to the events. My nephew, Joseph, learned this lesson very well by volunteering to help at the NFL draft. Every year, the NFL draft is held in a different city. This year it was in Cleveland. Last year it was nowhere, but because of the pandemic. But about 3 years ago, it was in Philadelphia, and he volunteered to work at the NFL draft. It's like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I believe. And on Thursday night, his first shift was in the hospitality lounge, and he was assigned to work in with where like a lot of the Sixers who were already Sixers had a hospitality suite, and it was really thrilling for him. He got to meet Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. So I think you get the drift. I just want to encourage you to volunteer for events. It's a great way to attend the event. You get sometimes you can get some kind of extra bonus by either getting free t-shirts, which I don't really want anymore, but I will take them and donate them to the Operation Christmas Child boxes that I put together and to send overseas every November for the holidays. Or you can sometimes attend the event. You can just be part of the community, or you can, in the case of my nephew, he got to meet two of his big fan favorites. So that's my long-winded idea, Frugal's idea for the day, which is volunteering has extra benefits, not just volunteering for the event, but there's also some financial benefit that you may get. This is Leslie. If you have ever volunteered for any event and done something similar to this, please let me know which one and what you think. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Bye-bye.